Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Indianapolis Colts. Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. First carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And a very elusive run as he'll wind up getting about 9 on that one. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Brings up second and a yard.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Cincinnati.
Joe Mixon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. His first carry. Space to maneuver at the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking to throw on second down. Parrish. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On third down, Parrish. And Ingram holds it in. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
At the 32-yard line.
Now it's Hines. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Here's Taylor. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
To throw on third down, Parrish. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Oh, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
To throw on second down, Parrish throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, it's Hines. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. From the gun, Parrish. And the double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Colts, nothing.
On second down, here's Burrow. Now they go screen. It's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
26. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now Joe Mixon. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1.
Now it's Jackson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
And it brings up 3rd.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
To Joe Mixon.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
This time as he's taken down right around the 26. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
And it's 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. To the air again, Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Bengals 21. Colts 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Complete.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Looking to throw. Parrish. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, Parrish. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking to throw on second down. Parrish. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That's good for a Colts. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Parrish. Incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Parrish. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Throwing on first down. Parrish. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Back to throw. Parrish. Catch made here by Campbell. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Hines. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will... Mark this thing right at the 15-yard line.
15-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll run here with Mixon. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Parrish. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They run again with Hines. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
4th down and 1.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. Parrish. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Early on, you hit on it. Needing to avoid the big play. Easier said than done, though. There's a big touchdown.
Yeah, but the big thing is when he does get his catches, you've got to tackle him and get him on the ground. Obviously, weren't able to do it on that one.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Bengals 21, Colts 14. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 31-yard line.
They'll run again with Jackson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Burrow. They'll have a 1st down past the 40. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
Running back.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. This is Mixon. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And a Bengal first down.
Option play, Burrow holding on to it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down, but I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold, and finally the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right, his longest run of the game waited until the 4th quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Bengals 28, Colts 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, didn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They run with Hines. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
To throw on 2nd down. Parrish. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On third down, Parrish. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Parrish. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
21. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
11 on the play. And the Bengals
on the carry, it's Jackson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
kick is good.
And he's able to put it through.
Bengals 35. Colts 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Parrish. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he is going to have the Colts 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down. On 1st and 10, Parrish. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off right around the 43. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. Today's final score, Bengals 30.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Bengals, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.